This shrine has a lot. A special thanks to my supporters on Patreon. In this video, we're doing a heritage hike on Tiger Mountain. Tiger Mountain is a popular hiking spot in Taipei. It was once ancient seabed uplifted by plate tectonics. Its dynamic landscape means it's the perfect spot for recreation and interacting with folk cosmology. It is a beautiful, warm, air-polluted day in Taipei. Eagle. Oh, these are the scenes of filial piety. So in Confucian cosmology, there are 24 scenes, 24 stories of Confucian piety. And they're all put on the wall here. For example, this one is depicting ancestor worship. So there's an altar inside of the house. Here's one of a son worshiping at their parents' grave. What up, little dude? At one point, millions of years ago, this was all underwater. And then you can see the layers of sedimentation. So each layer here was a period where stuff fell from the sea, like dead plankton. Stuff washed from the continent onto the seabed, and each layer is a deposit. Taiwan sits on a portion of the Eurasian continent that rides over the Philippine tectonic plate. This results in its many earthquakes, and in Taipei, this process created Yangmingshan, a dormant volcano. Oh, this is a sculpture of a little dude, I think. Is it? No. What is this? So there's a little rest area here, and it follows the ridge of the mountain. And in Chinese cosmology, that's very auspicious. So you would have a trail that you can hike along the ridge. You have a rest area, and we're on this little prominent section. And you can see the layout of the mountain. And this is really good because with fengshui, the idea is that mountains are sleeping dragons, and you have the energy of the earth and the heavens connecting at the mountaintop, but also these ridges of the mountain will act like a conduit for qi. So when you're here, the qi would be flowing along this path that people walk along, and if you come right here where there's the very end of this ridge where it looks over before it takes a dive, if you sit here, you collect good qi. I'm collecting qi. This is very auspicious for drying your clothes. So down below the area I was sitting, the ridge continues and the trail runs along it. And you can see we get to another little point. With some converging trails. But more importantly, a little area to rest and hang out and exercise and collect some qi. It's got to be like Nehu over there, in Beito, and so Yangmingshan has to be straight ahead. But man, you can't see anything. Okay, so I'm making my way down Hushan, Tiger Mountain right now, and there's a grotto right ahead with a shrine. Check this out. So I'm seeing urns and lids over here, and although there's Buddhist statues, I also see a deity for collecting spirits. And there are some urns around here. It's a very interesting shrine. So shrines like that one that have urns in them are pretty common to find around the mountains and along the trails. You just have to kind of know what you're looking for. But it's very common in little grotto type areas like that to find an urn kind of hidden in a little nook or a niche. This one's particularly interesting because it actually has more of a shrine aspect rather than just a burial place. For example, that little dark spot behind me there, that's where I'd expect to see some mortuary relics. So to see something so prominent right there in such a beautiful location is pretty unique. So I want to go back, but I also want to do a little more research on the data that I've already collected to see what exactly that is.
Until next time, friends, thanks for watching.